Hello and welcome back to the Cove with more EU4 Anglophile achievement. We are at war with Jaipur and we are trying to finish up some of our missions in India. Now that's a fairly big war given the fact that we are fighting not just them but also Persia and Fars as well. I will try and bail out Persia and Fars as quickly as we can, but at the same time too, sort of is what it is. At the moment we have no war score with either of our enemies, our war rivals, but yeah, we are going to continue on making good progress with Jaipur today. In fact, they're already down to 64% manpower, 64,000 manpower, and Persia's already down to 100,000. So I'm fairly confident we're going to be able to outscale these guys, or we already have, and they just don't know it. Now, the reason why we're over in Europe for the beginning of this video is because I see that we still have not got the institution. That seems to be taking a little bit of time to show itself at the moment. It's already 13 years overdue, give or take. But if we have a look at the measurements as to the probability of us gaining it, it looks like Prague is our most likely province to develop the next institution. So one of the problems is it is not in a state and it doesn't have a furnace or connected to our capital. All of these things are sad, but we can at least fix a couple, or at least one of them. We're going to go ahead and turn it into a state. That should solve that immediately. That should, you know what, sure, let's just go ahead and call that up. That should be fairly easy. What have we got here? Already missionaries. Okay. That should mean that if we check that out one more time, yeah, only 2 problems still remain for us not to have that developed there. So again, trying to help it out as much as possible. Also too, let's check out for furnaces. Again, we haven't really bothered with buildings for quite some time. We've been, how do we put it? Fairly well overpowered to a point where this hasn't exactly been anything of importance. But you know what? We're going to go ahead and click a couple of buttons because there's really no reason not to. We'll go ahead and finish all of those off. Universities, you never know. We could develop some more. Stock exchanges. We'll build a couple. And then what else do we want? Manpower. And manufactories. 0.65, I suppose. If it's 2.3, that's probably well and truly not worth it to us. And then, let's see, anything else we care about? Free force limit. Actually, you know what? We don't even need that either. Cathedrals, you know what? That will help if there are any heretics. We'll do all of those. And then some counting houses for good measure. Alright, so that's all of that done. Hopefully that'll help out. But yes, let's go ahead and make our way back to this war. So at this moment, it looks like Jaipur is being a very big jerk. They've brought their men back into Deccan. We do not have military access there, so that is quite painful for us. But we are going to try and take out some of their larger stacks, if at all possible. But before we do that, I also forgot we need to set our diplomats. Let's go for subjects and then maybe a couple more neighboring countries. That should help us out. Yeah, there we go. And we'll get rid of them. All right, 50 diplomatic power. Rothenburg opinion goes up. Always imperial authority. All right, they will have our help. I don't think we particularly care. We've already taken all of the tech that we care about. Yeah, we're trying to protect these guys at this stage. Alright, and it looks like they want to get out of that fight there. They would have 200,000. You know what? I think if we could get there, maybe it is worth taking it. That would put them in a defensive fight. We would be outnumbered 2-1. But then we could bring these guys in and they'll be there fairly shortly. Yeah, even if we lose, we're still going to hurt their manpower, but we're not necessarily going to have the better terrain. So, in fact, actually, what we could do is we could even then come in and attack them from 2 fronts. Yes, alright, so that's exactly what we're going to do. Let's go ahead and do just that. You guys will be there on the 6th of July, so we'll give them another reinforcement tick. You'll be there on the 6th as well. You guys are trying to bail. When would we get there? On the 6th? Yeah, we're just going to go ahead and go for a... Darn it. I was hoping we could move directly across, but I guess not. Alright, maybe we'll just reinforce into this battle instead. Who knows? But we're going to take it nice and slow, and we'll pause right on that 6th. Oh, well, actually, no. Maybe on the 4th or something along those lines. Let's make sure we shift consolidate our troops here. We'll also go ahead and do that here as well. So we do outnumber them 2 to 1. Even if they reinforce, they will still have an advantage. This is farmland, so that should be a good fight. And we have... I don't think we're going to have any crossing penalties either, so that's ideal. You arrive on the 7th. You guys can go ahead and march on up. I think these guys are going to be fairly safe. Actually, hang on a second. What's going on here? 60, 80... Ha. They're trying some sneaky shenanigans. Okay, I see what you're doing. Well, we'll come back and get you. Don't you worry about that. Alright, so on the 7th, here we are. You guys have just landed. You are force marching. We'll go ahead and start force marching with you as well. Let's see, 15th, you'll definitely be there before the end of the month. Let's shift consolidate here again. Make sure we have as strong as possible for a front line. Alright, so we are outnumbered, but we are outclassing their troops. That is fantastic. And it turns out they're rolling pretty badly, so discipline's equal with Persia. Our morale is far better and equal on tactics. Okay. Well, you know what? Good thing we have that terrain advantage. Hopefully we can get everybody else to come on in. Oh, we stack wipe their reinforcements. That is phenomenal. Alright, and a 30,000 going over there. I think this is another prime opportunity. I know we're low on morale, but I think we took... Yeah, we took less than half of our damage, and that was against a bigger force. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and crush these guys as well. Shift consolidate. We have more men in our front line than they have in the entire field, so we're not going to... We can easily outflank them and annihilate them with our cannons. We do have... Yeah, we do have all of the extra age bonuses, so we should be doing fairly good. Alright, come on, let's just go on in and see what we can do. Okay, so the Battle of Yarkand, that was right there. We only lost about 5,000 troops, which is incredible. Let's bring you guys up over... Actually, you know what? We're going to go around, come back and do a U-turn. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to... Oh, hang on a second. We're going to go ahead and do a U-turn. We're going to march you guys back as well. We're going to take this fort and then try and stack some more bodies down over there. That is the plan. And these guys will call over as reinforcements just in case they decide to try any funny business. Also, too, let's go ahead and... We've already scorched the earth here, haven't we? Yes, I think we have, so... Yeah, desolate as possible. Okay, so that's fine. Yeah, let's go ahead and get that kill. We'll keep an eye out what's going on over here. Hopefully that 35% is going to turn our way. Alright, another stack wipe. That is fantastic. All of these little battles are going to add up and do us some very good. Alright, so let's see. Persia. How many allies have you got? You've got Russia, Nogai, and Jean-Paul. Okay. So... Yeah, we're not going to be able to sue them for peace anytime soon. They are wasting their manpower on a couple of these forts, which we did put on the defensive edict, so that should be ideal for us. Burn through what little manpower they have left. Yeah, they have less than 100,000. Those are level 8 forts, so that would be quite painful for them. Oh, there is another siege that is over. Fantastic. Let's hand this to Hungary. our fantastic defensive march there. And I think we're going to start crushing what we see. So everybody, come on in. And still don't have access through that land. That is so irritating. Let's go. Let's march you directly over there. You'll be there on the 26th. You'll be there on the 24th. We'll give you a couple of days. Couple more. And then we're going to go ahead and march you on over there. Both of you should now be going to break that siege. You guys are going to be coming on over as well. Let's target. I guess we'll target there. Yeah, but we'll have to go through that first. So that should be to our advantage. I don't see them sticking around for long. Let's also make sure that we finish coring up all of this land if that's possible. Oh, and yeah, let's separate some of our men. We do not want to be taking this much attrition. That would be a very poor call. Let's go ahead and blow that open. Make sure that we don't have to deal with any of those funky fort zone of control shenanigans like we did earlier. Alright, 134,096. That should be perfectly fine. Siege of Jampur is over. Alright, there goes their capital. That should start giving us ticking war score. So let's make sure we hand that off to Hungary. And yeah, minimize their chances of doing anything clever. Let's also go ahead and take a couple of easy battles. Again, manpower they lose is manpower they don't have, so that is perfectly acceptable in my eyes. And how are we doing? That is another crushing defeat. Yeah, still fairly even numbers, but again, our manpower is more or less unlimited. Yeah, more or less limitless. These guys are not going to try anything either. Again, really wish we could get ourselves a little bit of, what do we call it? Military access. That would make the world of difference. But it is what it is. Let's march you guys back up over here. I think we'll go... I will send you guys up over there. You can start working on that siege. Yeah, that should be fairly fine. 7%'s up over there. Oh. Let's go for... Yeah, we'll just go ahead and start marching around, seeing if we can catch out any of those tiny little fellows. There we go. That should be fine. Let's see. All of you seem to be pretty well equipped. And then once we march over... 7th... Who can we attack? Nobody. Okay. Well, if that's the case, let's go... Do we want to push forward and try and cut them off? I feel like that's not the worst choice we could make, so let's go ahead and do that. We do have 2 siege there, so I guess that's better than nothing. Conversion successful, that's fantastic. That should mean we can now start coring up some of that land we took from Deccan. Military access for the Commonwealth. Sure, go right ahead. Knock your socks off. And... Come on, there we are. Another victory to us once again. Yeah, if they want to keep on losing fights like this, I do not mind. Let's go... We'll back up over here, and then I think we'll back up over there as well. Go for a little bit, Actually, you know what? Just chill out where you are, I think. Yeah, we'll turn off that force march. Make sure that they reinforce as much as possible. So let's see. Increases movement speed. Ah, yes. If an army is stationed in one province, morale will recover and reinforcements will reach them. Yeah. Okay, but if they're moving, they don't get to reinforce. Alright, so we'll leave them there. We'll try and take down that next fort. Let's also... where is it? There we are. We'll get that over and done with. How much manpower are they at? Down to 20,000. 86,000. It's not going to be too long until we start crushing them overwhelmingly. Not going to be long at all. Alright, so what we do plan on doing is we'll probably try and make a beeline through to Persia. We'll piece them out separately. And then from there we will come back and take out what we can from Jean-Paul. I think that'll be the best way of handling this war. Actually, you know what, Decan, would you be so kind as to give us military access? Nay. Okay, so they're outraged and they hate us. Well, that's fair enough. I cannot blame them. That is a little irritating, though. Especially if that's 180,000 men. You know what? Let's go ahead and see. You're a full 100,000 stack. So are you. Let's go... 62 supply element, that's 69. Alright. We're going to bring these guys. We're going to march up over there. I don't think these guys are going to be able to reinforce for quite some time. So we can essentially occupy all of them for quite some time and have them not be able to do anything with those troops. So they'll be worthless to the count. We'll go ahead and pick up this. Let's go. Oh. Yeah, I think we're going to start marching our way across. We'll see if we can grab that 18 stack. And then we'll work on that fort as well. It looks like 47,000 Persians are going to try and take back Jean-Paul proper. But again, that is not my concern. Military access from Malwa. You're fighting those guys? Alright then. They were a joke and didn't give me military access before. We will happily allow their enemies to attack them too. That'll be fine. Alright, so again, 42,000. Let's go ahead and call back some of our infantry just to mitigate some of this attrition. And then you guys, yeah, we'll march you back over there. Yeah, if we can save a little bit of attrition, it's probably worthwhile. We do have, yeah, a good 50,000 men that do need to make it to the front lines before we are back to normal. Oh, but it looks like we're taking out sieges anyway. That is fantastic. Let's go march to the next one. Truce is expiring with Trent. That's all well and good. Let's see. Where are you guys heading? Yep, up over there. That'll be fine. Yeah, unfortunately, I think it's just going to be a little bit of a time to see how many bases we can take out. Again, yeah, let's see. How many men do they have over here? Persia has 13. Let's see. 13, 24, 29, 38, 40, 60. Let's see. Yeah, they have roughly 100,000 men over there. It's just that their troops aren't as good as ours, so on a one-to-one basis, they really don't want to fight us. So yeah, I think that 100 stack there should be perfectly sufficient. Let's also go ahead and see, what have we got? We'll go ahead and remove him from there. I'll also go ahead and do one of those. Let's see, more occupations. That is nice. Yeah, I think we'll chill out where we are though. Yeah, okay, so it looks like they're trying to regroup over here and take the capital back. It's at -7%, but I think at this rate we should be able to destroy them fairly easily. Yeah, it looks like more forts are falling to us, so again, hand them to Hungary. Let's get our troops in order, and then once we take this fort, I think we're going to come down and crush them. What do we have here? Intrigues in Paris. Lose 50 administrative or lose legitimacy. You know what? 50 admin power is not that big of a deal. We'll allow that. And then what do we go for? Prestige isn't necessary. We're going to take that from enough land battles. Could go for yearly inflation. Honestly, no one's really standing out as a fantastic choice. Get rid of you. Let's get rid of you. Anyone who's not the right faith is an automatic out. And then... yeah, I think... just take the national unrest guy for a second. Make sure that we are getting as much power as possible. And then we'll come back and check in another month. That's what we'll do. Still try and improve our relations if at all possible. Alright, renewing influence over some of our European friends is good enough, I suppose. Actually, can we go ahead and blow these open? How are we doing on technology? We are 11 years ahead of time, sure. I like a fast-paced game if we can make it happen, so we're going to go ahead and do that. Not that necessarily counts as fast-paced with everybody. I do play a lot slower than others. Mind you, compared to what I would normally do on my own time, this is practically light speed. I play this almost like a turn-based strategy game, so that was one of the things that I thought would make good for a series of EU4, is the fact that it pushes me to be a better player, make more fast-paced decisions, as well as, you know, maybe making a few more mistakes than I would otherwise do, which always gives us something to fix. And we know that there's nothing more fun than having problems to solve. Alright, let's march... Oh, wait, what? Hills. Let's go ahead and march... Which direction? Do we just try and take him out because we can? Yeah, I guess we don't really have too much of a choice. We're just going to stay where we are. We're going to let them recuperate wherever they are. Looks like Bengal is fighting those guys. Let's just double check that they are indeed at war. Okay. So that's why we're seeing all those Bengali troops. We're not making any mistakes there. Malwa is also involved in that. That's fine. We are still focused on what we're focused on. Let's bring... Yeah, we need to bring our troops together. We're going to go ahead and see about stacking those hooligans. That is in the jungle, but we should smash them fairly easily. Let's bring on in some friends, though, just in case. We'll also make sure that our front line is consolidated. Yeah, if they're going for our 45 stack there, that is not exactly ideal. Let's also go... You know what? U-turn. We're coming for you guys. That's it. You thought... Yep. You guys are in trouble. So, you know what? Let's continue and bust up any of their potential reinforcements. We'll get that sorted. Yeah, a couple of very solid battles coming up. There we go. Alright. So that is all of them done away with. Oh, naval research is wrong. Alright, well, I guess we'll spend power. And there is a stack wipe of more of Jean-Paul's army. In fact, yeah, that's going to set them back quite substantially. So they do have almost 500,000 men still. I'm going to assume that they have mercenaries. But their manpower is practically non-existent, so that is ideal. Yeah, we're going to take this fort so we can quickly scoot back up over to Gerd. And then... let's see, you guys have more on the front line. Who can we attack? We'll attack you guys. Let's consolidate there. You guys can march up and around, I suppose. Yeah, in case they get any funky ideas. Alright, that should be good enough. Fair dealings. It looks like Norway, Albania. Wow, basically everybody loves us a little bit more. That is fantastic. So that is... Yeah, pretty much anyone who is a vassal. Phenomenal. Alright, that's really helpful. Let's see. Rise of the Zulu. Okay, what's this? They gain a core on some of our stuff. They can have it if they want it. I wonder what it feels like to be a Zulu. Zulu gains a core on our stuff and plays Zulu. You know what? No, we're not doing that. We're here for an achievement. Declare war on them? Alright, we're going to have to stop them. We're going to go ahead and let them gain that claim. We have to stop them. Good thing is we have troops in the area. Let's grab a... I don't know, I guess you're good enough. We'll march on over there. We'll fight them. That should be a fairly easy victory. They're not going to have much in the way of manpower or military might. Not to mention they'll probably be quite far behind. Oh no, they start with 28 level tech. Huh. Well, the more you know. Alright, but either way, that's fine. Let's we'll start working on that. Oh, darn it. I didn't think about that. We went into a battle with with a whole stack of less morale than what we should have. That was a goof. Yeah, that was a goof indeed. Alright, and it looks like we're about to be attacked by somebody. Let's shift consolidate. That is the first battle we have lost so far. Hopefully we will not make a reoccurrence of such things. We did take out 11,000 of their cannons, so I guess that's a fair trade. We did blow that open. Let's blow that one open as well. Yeah, if we can get this 46 stack back under control, that'd be nice. Alright, and that is another fort. So let's go hand you to Hungary. We're going to bring you guys back through as reinforcements. Actually, you know what? Yeah, we'll do a quick stomp of them. We'll see if we can get a quick stomp of those guys as well. Again, 10-to-1s are fantastic for this very reason. And then I think we're going to go ahead and try and come back and reinforce around here, just in case they try any funny business. Yeah, if we can finish up these forts, we're going to be in a very good position. Yeah, so there is 100, 180, 200, 300, 370. Oh. Yeah, that's a lot of troops to have to worry about. And we're actively stuck there. So you know what? I think this might be a good place to call it for now. We'll come back and figure out exactly what our troop workings will be in the next one. And yeah, see about reinforcing this spot. Because we definitely don't want to lose all of our troops if we can avoid it. So hopefully you'll join me in the next one. So until then, thank you for tuning into the Leviathan Cove. This is the Leviathan, signing out.